So sketch your world, one simple drawing at a time. Now, one of the favourite things I love about sketchbooks is they act as a sort of reference for some of my travels and the places I've been. Now, the sketches can be really quite simple or really quite elaborate. And these are the ones from my local park. This was done on holiday in Cornwall. So as you can see, I really enjoy sketching, and I enjoy quite quick sketches like this, or sometimes a little bit more complicated ones, but even if it's something as simple as a cafe. So I'm a great believer in sort of art journaling, really, and keeping sketchbooks. So today, what we're going to do is this. So what we're going to do with this drawing, how we're going to approach it. Well, it's dead simple. The only line that we are interested in is this silhouette. So what you need to do is you get yourself a pen or a pencil, and I want you to just imagine you're tracing that. You don't have to make a mark. You can do it over a screen if you have a tablet. If you have a phone, you can even do it over the phone with your finger. But I want you just to sort of familiarize yourself. Often by doing this without actually drawing it, it can help sort of manifest it in a way. Think of it as air guitar. Now, again, I'm really going to be careful that I'm not too specific. I actually weirdly want to keep this super loose. You see, and where I'm holding the pen is it's quite far back. And these buildings, if anything, are probably a little bit big, but it doesn't matter. There is some, I would say, like forced perspective in this. Okay, so then we have this wall that comes along here and down here. The rock is just going to kind of do something like that. And then here we have a pole. We could put that in. And then actually this house goes all the way to there. So again, I don't want to overcomplicate things. I'm going to take this down here, put some details in like that. We've got a little bit of headland there, and that comes out there. So really, the thing to do here is just to go and put some really quick details in. And then on the lighthouse, we have some little windows. So I'm going to just pop those in there like that. So the last thing I might do here is super simple, is just put in some of these rocks. So what I'm doing is I'm picking out some of these sections of rocks, again holding the pen quite far back, and I'm stopping and starting, and you see every time I do that I get a little blob. There we go. So it doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. The only other thing I'm going to put in, and I love these, is the wires for the telephone there. It's one of those weird things that sometimes if you do these and they are wobbly, it really gets on my wick. So actually, of all the things I want to be straight, it's those. Okay, we have another bit here. So just in case you're curious what my Patreon channel actually looks like, there is lots of videos, full versions of all the videos that you see on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of stuff that's been archived there that's not available on YouTube anymore. And here I've got, full series, fundamental, beginner art stuff, more advanced watercolour, more advanced line work. And obviously this is completely ad-free, which is one of the nicest things about it compared to YouTube, certainly nowadays. So for the cost of a couple of coffees a month, you get to see all the videos, all full length with no adverts. You can develop your style, have a play, try some new materials, try some new things, and just have fun. So check out the link in the description or in my profile. Now there's so much more you could do here. You could go in and sketch some of the roof detailing. You could put a lot more detail in around the windows and the chimneys. But as I say, I want to keep this really, really quick and really, really simple. And I want you to appreciate that working this way is brilliant, and it's just as valid as spending 3 hours on something. Give me a bit of water in that well, and then I'm going to take some of this French ultramarine, and then I'm going to just add that in there. There you go. Now, if we want any more pigment on that brush, what I can do is I can go back in and pick it up directly. So that should be enough to get us going. I might just do a tiny bit more. There you go. Now, in this one here, this is a bit further away because I might want to mix in these three middle ones. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add in some blue, add in some water. So here I've got some water in this one. And I'm going to take a little bit of this rose hip here, add that in there. And that's going to form the red for the lighthouse. And we're going to start here. No, I'm not going wet in wet here. I'm actually purposefully wanting some hard edges. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water in afterwards and then have some clouds coming up here like this. I purposely want this to look a little bit rough and ready. That's the kind of vibe of it. Now, some of these clouds have a tiny hint of pink in them. So what I can do is I can take a little bit of this, which is going to form a bit of grey. I can add in a little bit of detail like that, even a little bit more down here along the horizon. So if I take some of that blue, and again, I want to leave some white space, and I'm kind of imagining that I'm just concentrating on certain areas there. Now I'm going to take some of that red here, and I'm going to just put that into, as you can see, I'm not mixing this first. I'm sort of mixing it really, get a bit more of that red, really on the paper. Put a few dots in the foreground, as I like to do. So that's nice and dry now. As you can see, I mean, you could actually leave it like that. I think that's really lovely. But we're going to go and put a few more bits and bobs in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put this lighthouse in. So we're going to pick up a little bit more of this red. Now, I've just noticed that we do have a bit on the lighthouse where we've got no paint. So we're going to just leave that unpainted. Now, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of pigment on there. So I can push some of that back in there like that and then just pick that up. It's quite a subtle colour and I quite like that. Right, so the next thing is to mix up some greys for these buildings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that pigment and dot that in the middle, and then I'm going to take a bit of this French ultramarine here and I'm going to mix that in. And as you can see, that's a reddish grey, so I can pick up a little bit more. If I need to, go back to the palette here and mix that in, and you're going to get a nice purpley warmed sort of grey there. And again, not being too fussy about, we're going to have some shadow on this side. Now the roofs and the windows are all going to be dark there. And what I could do is I could pick up a little bit of that grey and just go down there and just create a little bit of shadow on that side of the lighthouse. Why not? Underneath. So really the next bit to do, I mean, all this is actually, that should be darker there. Dark areas. Yeah, and some of those kind of textures. So you could use a little bit of, dry brush. Yeah, and then finally, a few more splashes just in that foreground I think we need. Right, so with a slightly more purpley tone, a bit of pink, I'm just going to put that roof in there. And I think we're going to call it, because I just don't want to do too much on this. But I love the energy of these really simple pieces. And I think they really teach you to sort of just let go and just embrace the chaos and to experiment and express yourself. And that's why we do art. At the end of the day, we're not here to make a million. We're not going to be Van Gogh. Actually, if we cut our ears off and go mad, we might be. But we're here to have fun, to relax and express ourselves. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to hairdry it and then we'll come back and have another look at it. So finally, sign your pieces. I think it kind of finishes them off. I like to anyway. Come up with a daft signature. It's quite fun designing something like that. So there's a load more variations we could do with this. We could add some more line thickness in. We could do a lot more detailed painting. We could do an awful lot of joyful things with it. But actually, this is very happy. This is just a beautiful little fast encapsulation. It's a great, this sort of speed is a great way to sort of fill those sketchbooks up. If you want to journal your world or your holidays, just get used to working fast. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed doing it. It really is fun with just 2 colours as well. How simple is that? See you next time. Bye-bye.